Just so everybody's aware, this review is not going to be a fun one. I only watched Gone Baby Gone today because I said in another video that I would review it. I did not realize how much of this I actually blocked out. Also, I did not know it was a book. Nor did I realize it was written by the same guy that wrote Mystic River. Which now I'm confused because I spent this whole time thinking that Ben Affleck co-wrote this as an original piece as opposed to a film adaptation. And knowing that now I have to rethink my stance on the whole idea that Kevin Smith was ghostwriting Good Will Hunting. But whatever, let's get into it. So what you need to know before we even get into Gone Baby Gone is that this entire film centers around missing and, for a lack of a better word, exploited children. It's very gritty, it's very graphic. If that is anything you are unable to, I don't want to say sit through, but you know what I mean. This is a hard no. This and Mystic River are both don't do it. But I'm already here. I've already watched it. We're going to review it. So Casey Affleck and his girlfriend are private investigators or something like that. And they are hired by the aunt and uncle of a little girl who's been missing for 3 days. It's like a statewide search. The mother is basically a snow and spoon fiend. She's not a whole lot of help in this investigation, and I think the aunt and uncle really suspect that she has done something to this kid. So Casey and his girlfriend go into the underbelly of the city with all the kingpins and everything, and they accidentally end up uncovering another child that's missing and a lot of dirty cops. But then you're left with an entire moral dilemma as to whether kidnapping is right or wrong if it's taking a kid out of a dangerous and neglectful environment and giving them a better environment. To which, if you have family members that you butt heads with a lot, don't watch this with them. That's going to open up a whole can of worms. That's pretty much all you need to know. As to whether or not it's good, that's a bit like asking whether Precious is good. It's too intense of a storyline to really give it a rating. More than that, though, my feelings on whether or not this movie is good drastically changed with finding out that this is an adaptation of a book. Because as a unique film concept, this would have played out fine. However, the fact that it is based on a book, it jumps a lot. Instead of walking into a house and seeing something he shouldn't have, you're already right in the middle there. It's very jumpy. And another big piece on here for me was there is one shot when they find the second kid. And it's brief. It's like a second long shot, but it's too much. And truthfully, that is the shot that's keeping me from wanting to even give this an actual rating. That one particular shot, I think, is where you're going to lose the vast majority of your general audience. So for right now, I think I'm going to say this is unrateable. And I didn't read the book to this one, but I did read Mystic River. So I'm going to say read the book and then make the decision as to whether or not you want to watch that one. Does that make sense? So unrateable, but read the book first. Also, very much proceed with caution with that. I promise you the next one's going to be a nice movie. We really need a nice movie. For the love of God, we need a nice movie. Okay, bye.